case you're wondering what that is my Bluetooth speaker that I decided to get one a while back. So, I was planning on getting myself a new camera, actually very shortly, only to find out the price went up 100 more. So instead of me paying up like 400 or something, I'm looking at having to spend like around 500. Well, here's the thing. I had to make a grocery trip, so I'm going to hold off on the camera until after payday, after this homestand. That's another thing. The Mariners won, which is great. Did the Twins win, though? Twins won. Fuck. Okay, so this means we got 3 games left. And oh, fuck. Okay. So the Mariners are 2.5 games behind. So what needs to fucking happen, I think, in this next set of games, the Mariners got to win them all. If they end up being 3 games behind and they lose just 1 game, we're out. And shit. Yeah, we got to worry about the Tigers and the fucking Royals losing while we win. And not to mention, we got to... So they have 2 teams they got to worry about. It's either the Tigers... So they got 3 teams they got to be watch out for. They got to worry about the Tigers winning. They got to worry about the Royals winning. And then they got to worry about the Twins winning. Now, granted, the Tigers and the Royals are tied in terms of wild card contention. But they're also... I mean, the Mariners are almost tied with the Twins. And... fuck. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I really doubt it at this point. Because they got 3 games left. And they're all at home, of course. Last 3 games of the season. And they're 2.5 behind. So, worst case scenario... Or actually, this is for certain. If the Mariners lose at all for the rest of the season, they are out. So, and they're against the A's, which aren't going anywhere after the season. Well, actually, they are moving to Nevada. But my point is, they're not going to the playoffs. But that doesn't mean that the Oakland A's are going to fucking slouch. They're going to just play, as good as they can. It sucks that their last set of games are not at home, though. So, yeah, the Oakland A's are no longer playing in Oakland as of now. Their home games are... Their final home game happened recently. So, you know what? Good run, I guess. It's a shame. They did win the World Series at one point, so that's good. It's just a fucking bummer they're moving to Nevada. It's like, yeah, same fate as the Oakland Raiders. Man, why the fuck did they have to move to Nevada? I mean, I knew they were once the Los Angeles Raiders, and but my point is, the Raiders were a California team. Like, there was a fucking history there. For them, honestly, when they moved to Nevada, I was thinking, why the fuck would you move the Raiders to Nevada? I'm sure that pissed off a lot of Raiders fans back in the day. Honestly, I feel for those Raiders fans because, shit, the Sonics moved to Oklahoma. You think I was happy about that? No. I was actually pissed that the Sonics were sold. And actually, I want to see. Well, this the reason I brought my speaker here is because I want to see if actually it will work. Ooh. Nice. All right. Actually, let's test something with this. Shit, this is probably gonna be really fucking loud. So. Let's try. Resident Evil basement theme. Where is it? Here we go. It's the shitty one. I just figured I'd just try this just for laughs. Let's go. I got a feeling it's pretty fucking loud, but let me find out. I doubt that's on the PC port of Resident Evil. Holy shit. Oh my god. No, seriously, that is like the worst piece of Resident Evil music, period. But honestly, I can't help but fucking laugh my ass off every time I hear it. It's like. It's almost like what the fuck noise the soundtrack was. Alright. So, let me move this speaker right over here. Because I really don't need super fucking loud, what do you call it? That's kind of loud, holy fucking shit. So yeah, it's 1 a.m. Yeah, my sleep schedule's kind of fucked right now. Because I've been napping during the afternoons. It's just, fuck, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I guess you could say I'm having a bit of a mental rough patch like this month. Which again, it has to do with, my, oh shit, that is fucking loud. Holy All right. So, I am halfway into Resident Evil 6, at least from what I can assume. And yes, I'm going to be playing as Jake. Of all these scenarios, I am actually very curious about Jake's. I'm going to play as Jake. I would like to play as Sherry because I like Resident Evil 2, but look, I played as Leon, I played as Chris, I'll play as Jake. I'll play the main scenarios. You know, if there, I'm sure there's a movie. Hold on.
Stuff do anything for you yet? Supposed to be some kind of energy booster, but I don't feel any different. You know, between me and you, I think we should ask for more money.
Oh shit.
A lot more.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Fuck, that is loud as shit.
But I am willing to renegotiate.
Okay. I guess Jake watches martial arts films, huh? What the fuck?
Yeah. If you want your own head, you gotta sign up with the lady downstairs. Wouldn't recommend it, though.
No question. You've got the antibodies.
Thank you very much. Wait, what?
You could be the key to saving this world, Jake Mueller.
Save myself first.
Why is like the frame rate getting all jittery here? Nice.
You lose something?
Just my balance. I'm fine. Sherry Birkin, the United States.
Yeah, good for you, but that's not really the time. You coming?
After you.
I'm sure if excuse me.
They're the BOWs these
Okay, you know what? I'm turning the speaker off. Honestly, the sound isn't.
PSA troops here.
We need to get out of the
Oh shit. Hold on. I lost sound. Okay, why do I have no sound? What the fuck? Just a moment. No, oh no, that's my record player speakers. Just a moment. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Fucking A. Why am I not hearing anything? Shit. Oh, there we go. So, what happened to the sound? Dude, how did my sound get fucked? Okay. I'm gonna have to exit the game because my speakers are on, but the game's not. Dude, how the fuck did that happen? Was it because I used Bluetooth speakers? Is that what fucked it up? Shit, that was... It's kind of a strange way for the sound to just go out during gameplay. Damn. Okay, there we go.
Those things up there in Juago, they're the BOWs the insurgents are using.
That explains why there's a shitload of BSA troops here.
We need to get out of the country without drawing either party's attention.
What the hell? What the fuck happened? Oh my, I guess my antivirus program fucking picked up. Well, why the fucking shit?
This circus. You got any popcorn?
What the hell?
It's fucking chaos out here.
No shit. What the fuck? For fuck's sake!
I'm on my way!
Dude, what the fuck?
Roger! Roger!
Come on!
I know!
Hey!
I heard you, okay?
All right, first things first. I want 200,000 up front, another 200 when this is over. Oh, and BOWs, those are extra. An additional grand each.
I'm not here to hire you.
What? Why are you here?
Your blood.
What, are you the Red Cross or something?
No, listen, those things that attacked us.
Hello, my
All
sweet
exposed
fluffy
to a new
boy.
virus called the C virus. The same strain that you just took a dose of.
What is it, Noir?
It didn't affect you because you've got the antibodies. Right now, we're racing against a global bioterrorist attack, and we needed a vaccine yesterday. We need you, Jake. We need your blood.
$50 million.
What?
Cash. Non-negotiable. That'll get you 1 pint.
Okay. You know what? Jake's alright so far. I mean, I gotta see more of him. I'm kind of digging him already. I mean, I know he's Wesker's son, but hey.
Looks like they're expecting us. We're gonna have to shoot our way out.
Agreed.
I mean, when you consider Sherry was the daughter of William Birkin, who, you know, was a monster of his own right. What the hell? Okay. You can fucking suplex bitches. Alright. Dude, holy shit. Okay, I'm actually liking Jake. No fucking joke. Oh, wow. Damn! Seriously, Jake is really athletic of all the characters I've played so far. Holy fucking shit!
Wait, just don't wander off too far.
Don't worry. I ain't running until I get my money.
Oh, good going, Jake.
Give me a hand.
This is starting to feel like work. This whole place is falling apart. Easy does it. Hey.
Damn.
Looks like the BSAA have got their work cut out for them.
You don't know the half of it. Last I checked, my employers had a tank parked on the other side of the river. The only way the BSAA are leaving that bridge again are in body bags.
They're more resilient than you can imagine.
Okay. Whee! Oh shit!
You're not one of those roided out freaks, you morons!
Oh my god! Nice. Oh, no, no, no. Jake, get the other side, damn it. Ooh, ammo. Lots of ammo. And skill points. Oh shit.
What do you think? Fight or flight?
There's too many of them. I'm gonna go with flight.
Shit. Fucking hell. I'm dead. Well, that went well.
What do you think? Fight or flight?
There's too many of them. I'm gonna go with flight.
Probably should have went that route.
All right, where to?
What the fuck?
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, hell no. Ooh, nice.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay, we go with your plan.
Oh, shit. Okay. Ustanok.
Son of a bitch, he's strong.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I was running. Damn.
Son of a bitch, he's strong. Here we It's nothing!
Oh, fuck.
There's always something with women.
What?
What the hell is that thing?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shit. Sorry, sorry.
Hey! Hurry up! Hurry up!
What?
Hey!
Roger.
Oh, wait a minute. I see what you're doing.
This way.
Oops, sorry.
Look, we can get out there.
This place looks like it's gonna collapse too. Somebody ought to call the building inspector.
Boy, it's even colder in here than it was outside. Damn it! They found us!
Shit. These assholes have anything better to do. Hey!
I don't think he's too keen on us leaving.
We'll just have to get over it then, huh?
You're not taking Jake!
Wait a minute. Well, it's like I'll read that comment in just a moment.
My $50 million.
Talk to my boss! Make it out of here alive!
Damn it.
What's wrong, asshole? Lose your nerve?
Got him.
Gotcha, you son of a bitch!
All right. Welcome, Diggs.
I swear, this shit gets harder by the minute. But at least you're still safe. We've got a lot riding on us.
3 years ago, I thought I was gonna die in the jungles of South America. Enemy had us surrounded. Before I knew it, everyone on my team was dead. I'd lost my gun in the scramble. This bastard comes out
Whoa,
with a
what
knife.
the fuck?
Probably thought I wasn't even worth a bullet.
Why are you telling me this?
And die on a blade is the last way you want to go. Ugh.
Elephant can. Ooh, hello, revolver.
We don't get a say in how we die. That's just how it goes.
That's kind of what you signed up for, isn't it?
Dying for money is one thing. That's my choice. But dying for no good reason, that didn't sit right with me. So, you want to tell me what that big friggin' behemoth was and why he's trying to kill me?
That thing is just like the Juavo, a bioorganic weapon created with the C virus. He's being used by a terrorist organization called Neo Umbrella.
Never heard of him.
They want to study the antibodies in your blood, and they don't care if you're dead or alive.
I was better off as a mercenary.
I'm
Oh,
not
what the
gonna let
fuck?
The world needs you.
No, not me. Just my blood. Well, the world can have it. San Antonio's up to go.
Sherry Birkin, National Security.
Sherry Birkin, you were in Raccoon City.
How do you know that?
Claire,
Wait, are you Chris?
my sisters told me all about you.
Chris, the man is a wanted insurgent.
Yes, he's a mercenary, but right now he's under the protection of the US government. He's no threat to the PSAA.
Unless someone pays me to be.
What did you just say?
What?
Nothing.
HQ to Alpha Team. Reinforcements are unable to land due to anti-aircraft artillery. Take them out.
Alpha Team copy.
What? We're picking up a large bogey on radar. It's heading right for you.
Oh, shit.
We'll talk later. Right now, you need to find cover.
Come in. 2-3 anti-aircraft turrets are holding us at bay.
Roger that, Echo. We'll take care of it for you.
Our first target's over here!
Out of the question. Need to get to safety.
Don't worry about me. I can handle myself. You need the help.
Christ. The chances of survival were higher when I was a soldier of fortune.
What the oh, there. That's how she got up there.
I'm sending parts of my anti-aircraft guns now, but it's gonna take a while. See if you can buy me some time!
Nice.
I'm setting charges on the anti-aircraft guns now, but it's gonna take a while. See if you can buy me some time. Just need a little more time. Let me give you a hand. I'm setting the charges now. Let me give you a hand. I'm setting the charges now. The charges are set. Everyone get back.
Good job, Alpha. One gun left. There's another giant BOW closing in on your location.
It's the one we lost at the Two of Hearts. Alpha, prepare to engage.
Move in!
Only one to go. Everyone into that underground passage.
This way!
No, no, no. Jake, get back down. the fuck?
Charges are set! Everyone get back!
All anti-aircraft guns have been silenced. Nice work, Alpha. But you're not out of the woods yet. Echo Team can't land until you take care of that other POW. We'll try to hit it from the air, see if it has any weaknesses. Targeting those exposed organs! Fire at will! Alpha. Echo Team will be landing shortly.
I already gave the pilot the coordinates.
Thank you so much for your help.
Hey. Hey. We met?
No, you jarheads all look the same to me, pal. Sorry.
You've got to be kidding me. My mistake. Have a safe flight.
Yes. But there's something I need to run by you. Mr. Mueller is requesting compensation for his cooperation. $50 million. Yes. Yes, I understand. I'll let him know.
So, you got a deal?
Yes, we have a deal.
Well, that was easy. Oh. By the way, that guy that you're all chummy with back there,
You mean Chris?
that's the one.
What about him?
Forget it.
What was that?
My gut's going with something bad. Here it comes.
Oh my god!
Oh shit.
Doesn't give up.
We have to shoot him off or he'll bring us down!
I don't mind working for it a little.
This thing is after you!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you in danger!
Don't sweat it, kid! This is why I get paid the big bucks!
Jump to the next chopper! Move now! What are you waiting for?
Okay, seriously, how?
This just gets better and better. He's locked onto us!
This is getting a little crazy. Good for me.
Can't take any more hits. Gotta shoot the missiles down.
I should have read the fine print before signing up for this.
Get your own helicopter, asshole!
Shoot the gas tank!
Damn!
Look, parachute!
Oh, shit. Well then. This game really likes its cliffhangers. Shit. Oh, what's this? Wait, what? Huh. Okay, so I just noticed some updates for Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. So it does look like they fixed the or they added a, what do you call it? They added a resolution option, so you can play it in the original resolution, or you can play it, you know, upscaled. Or yeah, clearly it's upscaled, but it does appear that they went and made some fixes to that. And what about Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2? I'm not seeing shit. Fix some other minor issues. Okay. Actually, what about MGS1? I guess it's just for 2 and 3, I guess. Which actually, yeah, where the fuck is Master Collection Volume 2? Like, for real. It's been, what, a year since Volume 1 came out? I have a feeling maybe the reason Volume 2 is taking a while is probably because I have to imagine it's because of 4. I think that's why Volume 2 is taking a long time, because, I mean, why omit the 4th game? Even though, personally, I wasn't really the biggest fan of 4. For the reason being, I felt the game I felt 4... Hold on. Gotta check up on my cat. You better not piss in my fucking room. Okay, he's being a good boy, using his air box. Anyway, yeah. 4, I just felt like it did too much on the cutscenes. Like, and I mean, I felt like a lot of the game spent too much time on the cutscenes. I got nothing against games that want to have cutscenes. I just have a preference for how long they last. That's where I draw the line. If the game decides to do cinematics more than gameplay, it's just I don't like it when games spend too much time on cinematics or dialogue. When I plan to play a game, not watch a game. And honestly, games like Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, and Xenogears kind of propelled that. Or it was honestly, it's those games that were responsible for why I have a bit of a why I have a limit of tolerance for scenes with dialogue. And personally, when a game likes to really get chatty at one point, I usually prefer such moments, or I prefer such occurrences to matter. I prefer such occurrences when something vital is happening. I just don't like when a game just decides to just yak when, I want to play. I mean, if I had to name an RPG that balances the dialogue just right, games like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI. Now, 6, for example, just when the game is about to wrap up its first half, there's a lengthy bit of dialogue in that scene. But that's because it was a critical moment in the game. So whenever there's a critical moment in the game, that's where I actually don't mind the heavier amount of dialogue that time around. It's when it becomes a constant that I just kind of, that's where I tend to have an issue. And Xenogears, definitely a big example of that. Although I do forgive Disc 2 for this, because I knew the circumstances that led to Disc 2 being a massive shift from Disc 1. But it was while I was playing through Disc 1 that I was just like, oh my god, can I just play the game? So, yeah. And granted, despite that, I think Xenogears has a fantastic fucking storyline. I think it's a great storyline. It's just the execution I wasn't the biggest fan of. So, like I said, Xenogears, worth experiencing, but I just wish I was able to play the game more. I wish I was able to control the gameplay more than just reading a shit ton of dialogue. But, who knows? Maybe another playthrough of Xenogears will make me appreciate it a little more. Even though I kind of dread having to read a shit ton of dialogue again. But, yeah. Anyway, which actually reminds me, I really need to look into doing a Let's Play channel. That's been something I have been thinking about for some time. I don't know why I haven't thought about doing that yet. I guess I don't know what the holdup is on that for the moment, or for the time being. Which actually reminds me, if I ever do like Let's Plays of Switch games, that's going to be a bit of a tricky hassle because I would have to record through Streamlabs and not like directly from my capture card. So if I ever do like a Let's Play of like some Switch titles, I'll probably have to say, hey, my apologies for the picture quality not being up to snuff compared to other Let's Plays. It's just, hey, because I'm recording this through Streamlabs' recording software, I don't have this directly linked to my capture card, and I kind of wish there was an easier way of doing that, but oh well. Because I have a, excuse me. And I know Elgato would do the trick, but I don't want to use Elgato. I don't have Elgato. I got my own capture card on my PC. It came with the PC, which is kind of nice. Yeah. But Resident Evil 6, hey, Noir. My sweet fluffy boy. Get over here. Okay, actually, before I go, I actually want to... Give me a moment. Noir, where are you? Be right back. Hey. You being a naughty boy? Anyway, before I go, I need to... there's something I gotta check real quick. Oh, and the moon's out. Usually it comes up, like, during the, Okay. I gotta check my... Okay. All right. Okay, I can get rid of the... I don't have to worry about the... Okay, the final Doom... The Doom stuff, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm not gonna keep the, Alright. Just a quick moment. I'm just simply taking a moment to archive my streams, because Twitch doesn't want to keep them for long. I'm not going to archive my final Doom streams because I I was using cheese for those ones. I honestly just kind of got tired of going through the bullshit on that one. Okay, that's the 7th session, not 6th. Okay. Okay. Resident Evil, 8th shot. Okay, so for Chain of Memories, what session is that one? Because I hadn't played in a while. It is... Good lord. Okay. Kingdom Hearts. Alright. So apparently it's the 5th shot. I did. Okay. Kingdom Hearts. Chain of Memories. 5th shot. Although I swear I feel like I'm getting like one of them off. Hold on. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories walk through. All right. Okay, that's about right. That's what I was trying to figure out. Trying to figure out if I was one fucking session off or I forgot. No, I got them all. And I am doing Chain of Memories like one floor at a session. And, God. Sorry. Sorry, I just kind of dozed off a bit. Or I just kind of... God. Oh, speaking of the Oakland A's, it says to our Oakland Athletics fans, this upcoming series with the Texas Rangers will be the final games of the A's storied 57 years in Oakland. And while the A's previously played in Philadelphia and Kansas City, Oakland has been home for the greatest era in the franchise's more than 123-year history. 4 World Series championships, 6 pennants, and 17 division titles. 7 Baseball Hall of Famers, Charlie Finley and his mule Billy Ball, Reggie in his incomparable swagger, Rollie in his handlebar mustache, Dave Stewart in the stare, Bill Kane's Holy Toledo Ricky, the greatest leadoff hitter in baseball history. The list goes on and on. Triumphs, near misses, the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake in Game 3 of the Bay Bridge series, the 20-game win streak, a Hollywood movie, and an unmatched cast of players, coaches, and fans. We've had it all. And that, I know, is what makes our departure so very hard. The A's are part of the fabric of Oakland, the East Bay, and the entire Bay Area. When Lou Wolf and I bought the team in 2005, our dream was to win world championships and build a new ballpark in Oakland. Over the next 18 years, we did our very best to make that happen. We proposed and pursued 5 different locations in the Bay Area, and despite mutual ongoing efforts to get a deal done for the Howard Terminal project, we came up short. Only in 2021, after 16 years of working exclusively on developing a home in the Bay Area and faced with a binding MLB agreement to find a new home by 2024, did we begin to explore taking the team to Las Vegas. There are millions of dedicated and passionate A's fans in Oakland and around the world. Countless dedicated staff members in Oakland Coliseum employees have poured their hearts into this team, and their efforts have meant so much to our community. I know there is great disappointment, even bitterness, though I wish I could speak to each and one of you individually. I can tell you this from the heart, we tried. Staying in Oakland was our goal. It was our mission, and we failed to achieve it. And for that, I'm genuinely sorry. Looking ahead, I hope you enjoy our beloved A's as we move forward on this amazing journey. Hope to see you all again, supporting the green and the gold, and I hope we all make you proud. And yeah, but still. Yeah. Like, and you know what? It is a bummer that the Oakland A's are moving out to Las Vegas. I mean, it's essentially, like I said, what happened with the Oakland Raiders. Fucking bullshit. And I know, and I was reading comments saying, yeah, people are saying, well, Oakland's a ghetto, and yeah, I mean, San Francisco has some fucking shitty areas. And hey, some people are gonna say Seattle teams are great. I hate to say this about the city I work at. There are some areas in Seattle, downtown Seattle, that are fucking shitholes. Or I wouldn't say shitholes. There are certain areas in Seattle that are fucking pigsties. It's not even funny. Actually, I don't know if pigsty is the word I want to use, but my point is there were certain areas in Seattle that are just run down, and I mean, there's some fucking sketchy shit that happens in Seattle. Drug use, fucking homeless gatherings, you name it. It's not a pleasant sight. I don't really like hanging around Seattle very much. The only time I really the only time I ever stay in Seattle is when I'm at SoccerCon. And I stay at a hotel for that kind of shit. So yeah. Let me get my list real quick, because there is some Resident Evil stuff. That I want to go over real quick. Oh, damn, I'm tired. It's a good thing I'm about to... It's actually a good thing I'm kind of starting to get tired at this point, because holy shit, am I fucking tired right now. Alright, where's my Resident Evil list? had that somewhere. There it is. There you are. It's time I add Resident Evil 6 on that list. Yeah. All right. So, as far as my ranking currently on Resident Evil, it is as follows. Resident Evil 0 is at the bottom on my list. Simply put, I don't like the gameplay very much. Billy was actually a highlight, character-wise. But when you factor in 0 in the original, they do not connect very well. So you go from Rebecca being a competent, character in terms of, combat and shit, and then she goes from that to being the opposite in the first game. So I really did not buy into that. So that's why I didn't like 0 very much. But the gameplay and just the whole storyline, I'm just like, man, this does not fucking add shit that, it just doesn't link to the first one for me very well, and that's kind of why it's at the bottom. That and the gameplay was just frustrating, and it's mostly item management. It was fucking bullshit. Now, despite having not finished this game, I'm confident this is going to be my runner-up least favorite, and that, of course, is Resident Evil 6. Honestly, the lack of survival horror actually puts this game down for me. God, I just feel like the game gets repetitive on gameplay quite often, and I just think it's an overwhelming experience. I don't know. It's just that for a series that has lasted this long, I just think what made Resident Evil stand out just seems very lacking in 6. So there. So let's see. So there's 11 titles I've ranked. So my number 11 is 0. My number 10 is 6. So my number 9 is Resident Evil Code Veronica. I don't think it's that great of a Resident Evil game, but the reason it's not my least favorite is because that one of all the bottom 3 Resident Evil games, this one I actually enjoy despite how flawed it is. And it is because of some of the fucking acting in this game. And I'm talking, some of the laughing that is heard in this game is some of the most laughable shit I've ever heard in the series. I mean, Alfred's I was like, what the fuck? And then, what is it? Alexia Ashford's like, now feel my revenge. Which I'm like, what the fuck was that? But by far, the character that always makes me laugh my fucking ass off is Wesker. And it's because he has some of the funniest laughs I've heard in the game. Especially his ha 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 ha. Which, when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck was that? But that wasn't the funniest bit. It's when he goes, and I'm just like, what's he trying to be? Fucking Count? Is he trying to be the Count from Sesame Street? What the fuck? But that's why I enjoy it. I mean, Code Veronica's flawed, but damn it, when I enjoy it, and that's why it's a guilty pleasure title. Now, I would like to see it get remade, so the stuff that is flawed could get patched. Also, I think a remake would greatly improve Steve, because I really did not like Steve in Code Veronica. He was a douche. Didn't like him. Also, when it comes to the Antarctica section, please, Capcom, give them warm clothing this time, because it took me out when they were wearing the same fucking clothing in Antarctica, because Antarctica is supposed to be fucking freezing. It's just, yeah. Anyway, I digress. I'm kind of rambling a bit. Sorry, I'm tired. My number 8 is Resident Evil 3 Remake. Of all the remakes of Resident Evil, of all the Resident Evil remakes, yeah, 3 is the most disappointing. The clock tower being changed, like the omission of the clock tower section, massive fucking letdown in the remake. Enough said. Also, was it Jill holding that big ass gun and firing it, and how she doesn't yeah, no. I just thought it was honestly the dispatching of the final boss was fucking ridiculous. Also, the fact that they switched. You want stars? Or it goes, you want stars? You got stars. Or, that badass one-liner Jill had at the end of the original. Yeah, they placed it for some reason. They placed it earlier, and it was like, it wasn't badass. And I'm like, fuck off. So yeah, 3 Remake, disappointing. I mean, the production values are just as good as 2, but again, what they fucking changed for the remake of 3, they didn't need to fuck with. They could have just kept the good shit intact, and they didn't. So 11 and 10, 9, 8. So my number 7 is the original first Resident Evil, and the reason I had to make that distinction is because there is a remake of the first game. So the original Resident Evil is my number 7. Straight to the point, it's a solid Resident Evil game. It's the one that started it all. Would have been a lot higher if it wasn't for the... Or, excuse me, let me rephrase that. It would have been a lot higher if it wasn't for the voice acting. But also, the controls are a little... The controls are antiquated. I mean... How do I put this? Resident Evil 3. To kind of go a little ahead on Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 has a 180 turn. The first 2 do not have that. But yeah, controlling that game, yeah, it can be a little clunky if you, going back after having played a handful of Resident Evil. But I think other reasons why I don't prefer the original Resident Evil highly is because I just don't think it's as visually impressive, I guess. Hard, but then again, I understand it is the one that started all, so yeah, the games that came after did improve on the things that the original had. I get that. Again, the voice acting brings it down, and there's other games I just felt improved upon the original. All things considered. So there is that. Yeah, it's just the voice acting, and maybe I'll factor in the alternate endings. Don't really... I mean, yeah, the alternate endings are there for high replay value, but again, this was at a time where it was just the original game, so if it didn't have a sequel, well, the alternate endings are just fun, like, what-ifs. And maybe that's kind of how those alternate... The endings are now considered non-canonical. I guess they're kind of interesting, like, what-if scenarios, like, outcomes, all that. But yeah, there's just other games I like more than the original. Which actually brings... What the fuck are you doing, War? Which actually brings me to my number 6, which actually might be a bit of maybe a controversial take when factoring I have it over the original, and that is Resident Evil 5. Okay, simply put, production values damn good. I actually think the visual design of Resident Evil 5, I shit you not, I kind of like it more than 6. I still think it's impressive to look at compared to 6. Hell, I'd even go as far as to say, fuck, I mean, if they wanted to remaster 4, you know, at the time, I mean, they could have just used the assets from 5, you know, what they took from 5 and just applied the HD remaster of 4. I mean, that's how damn good the fucking visual look of 5 was. Yeah, the Sheva's AI sucks ass, but again, if you're playing with a friend, I mean, that issue's remedied. Yeah, it continues where other games left off, so there's that. And the culmination was actually kind of fun to go through. I just think I think certain areas really hold up with 5. At least that's how I feel about Resident Evil 5. Actually has some of the best voice acting in the series too. So there you have it. But my top 5, I think these are games I don't think anyone is going to fucking argue with me. Maybe the placements, some people are going to debate, but I think anyone that is a longtime Resident Evil fan can kind of understand why these are my top 5. I think any of these games being in my top 5, I don't think anyone's going to bitch about. So, because these are definitely the Resident Evil games that have held up the most, and that's exactly why they're my top 5 in this, you know, in this Resident Evil franchise. So my number 5 is the original Resident Evil 3. The original Resident Evil 3. Yeah, the one that Capcom actually... like, the version of Resident Evil 3 that not much was wrong with. Unlike the remake. So, I really like Resident Evil 3 Remake, looking back. I love the sound design, I love the visual look of the game. At least for the gameplay side of things. The cutscenes looked a little weird at places. But I love the... Yeah, I just love the scenery. Despite the cramped, claustrophobic look of Raccoon City in terms of, like, angles and shit, that was kind of a little odd, but aside from that, it was actually kind of fine. All things considered. But Nemesis, terrifying. And I'm glad he was like an ongoing threat throughout the entire game. So it gave the player this on edge feel. I love that about 3. Enough said. Now my number 4 used to be my favorite in the series, but after really thinking about these games, looking back, this went down to number 4. And that is the original Resident Evil 2. The original Resident Evil 2 was the game that made me a fan of this series. Because once I got to Resident Evil 2, once I started getting through Resident Evil 2, it had what I was looking for. And the more I played it, the more I realized this is the game I was looking for in this series. It had the, it had the action flair, it had some one-liners, but it had the scares I was just desperately looking for in this series. Granted, I dabbled with a little bit of remake of the first game, which had that, spooky atmosphere. But honestly, the gameplay at the time, when I was trying it, it was not what I was used to. But that's when I touched the... there's no more catnip. Where the fuck was this at? Hey, Noir, I found your cat weed. Cat crack, as it's called. But... yeah, Resident Evil 2, it finally had what I was looking for. It had the scares. And this is right after I played the original first game, finally easing into the franchise. So yeah, Resident Evil 2 was what started me becoming a fan of those games, and why I just, decided to keep going with the franchise. Yeah, as slowly as it was. For reasons I'll explain, I guess right now. It's just that, when I would, what was it? Because I wanted to stream some of them at the time. Especially with that Code Veronica, because I have the PS2 port of Code Veronica, and I was gonna play it, but the controller I was borrowing from my brother, he wanted it back, so I wasn't able to play Code Veronica until I played it on the emulator. So yeah, but anyway, Resident Evil 2, I love that game. But it's no longer my favorite Resident Evil game, and I'll explain that soon. My number 3 is Resident Evil 4. I know this is a lot of people's favorites. I think it is slightly overrated, but I still think it's a great game. So why do I think Resident Evil 4 is overrated? One word. Actually, technically, one name. Ashley. That's it. Everything else, I liked. A lot. Ashley is the one reason it's not a 10 out of 10 game. And actually, that's kind of one of the things I'm kind of curious about the remake of 4. Haven't played Remake 4, so I haven't played 4 Remake, so I'm hoping they fixed Ashley on that one, because I didn't like her in original 4. But yeah, a fantastic game, despite Ashley's kind of the one gripe I have with it. So my number 2. Now, if I were to revisit these games again, I have a feeling my number 2 and my number 1 might be a flip-flop. Like, this could be my favorite looking back. And I have my reasons. But for my number 2, for now, it is the remake of Resident Evil. The 2002 remake of Resident Evil. Talk about taking everything from the original and updating it. It is such a phenomenal remake. And I'm not being hyperbolic on referring to it as a phenomenal remake. It is better in everything than the original. Everything in the original was outdone in the remake. The spooky atmosphere, the voice acting, the graphical detail. I mean, holy fucking shit. I mean, yeah, there is an HD remaster, but I mean, it looks like a proper fucking remaster of the remake, and honestly, it still holds up after all these years. It's a perfect game to play in October. Like, it is... It really is what the original Resident Evil should have been years ago. And it's also the only remake of Resident Evil that has the fixed camera angles. Yeah, it is the only remake that was actually faithful to the original's gameplay. And yeah, and what more can I say about Resident Evil Remake? It is such a damn good remake. It just does everything better than the original. Like, yeah. So, if any Resident Evil fan said the remake is better than the original in every single way, they are not bullshitting you. I mean, I still recommend people play the original to kind of get some context for why the remake exists. I mean, I enjoy the original just because of the bad voice acting, all things considered. But I also think the original Resident Evil is kind of let me put this in simpler terms. I think the original is easier than the remake. So, for any newcomers that want to get into Resident Evil, if you can find a way to play the original, although I mean there is the emulator option, but I mean I actually good fucking luck trying to get the good luck trying to fucking get an ISO of that one, because yeah, because some companies are kind of cracking down on that shit, which, yeah, I mean, it's in their prerogative to do so, but I mean, retro game collecting's a bitch right now anyway, so, you know, fuck. But anyway, my point is that if anyone is new to Resident Evil and wants to know where to start, I'd say, yeah, sure, 4, good place to start, I guess, but if you really want to start with, like, chronological order, I mean, 0 is technically the earliest in chronology in the main line, but I would not start there. And yeah, there is the first Resident Evil game, like, with the remake, but, you know what, and honestly, I kind of recommend the first one, the original Resident Evil, not the remake. I mean, if you want to do the remake first, go right ahead. But I mean, from my experience, I mean, if I could offer like a suggestion, I'd say the original Resident Evil, as bad as the voice acting is, it actually is an easier version of the original. And honestly, it helped me kind of ease into the series at the time. Because the remake, like I said, the remake kind of changes expectations with the original. And yeah, like I said, the remake was designed with kind of, so how do I put this? Players who have played the original Resident Evil kind of had an idea, like, okay, I know how I remember how the original looked, so I know the scheme front to back, blah 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 blah. Capcom, or the people at Capcom, knew players were gonna memorize the routes that they took in the original, and they just said, hey, we're gonna change things up just to kind of fuck with you. So I like how the remake plays with players' expectations, but retains what worked in the original while adding to it. So that's what's brilliant about the remake. It is faithful to the original, but they change things around. Granted, to fuck with players' memorization, but it's nice that the essence of the original Resident Evil is retained while adding new twists. So yeah, it's a remake that was, personally, that remake was justified. It's a damn good remake, one of the greatest remakes in yeah, I don't think this is an arguable claim. It's one of the greatest video game remakes of all time. Because it's well fucking made, and it's no wonder why it has been held to high regard ever since 2002. So yeah. And it still looks great it still looks great after 20 years. I mean, the GameCube was a fucking powerhouse back in the day. It's insane how good that game looked back then. Yeah, which leads me to my number 1. It's the remake of Resident Evil 2. Like I said, Resident Evil 2 used to be my favorite Resident Evil game of all time. Used to be my favorite horror game of all time until I played Silent Hill 2. But Remake 2, holy shit. I fucking loved Remake 2. The only thing I prefer the original of Resident Evil 2. The only thing I prefer the original. The only thing about the original Resident Evil 2 I do favor over the remake is how the B scenario does not repeat the A scenario, much like how the Chris and Jill scenarios felt like they were kind of repeating each other in terms of like narrative structure, or more like narrative and visual structure. because when you play the second run, like the B character, it's called the second run, but I just call it the B scenario. There are certain visual repeats. More noticeably, like when you're climbing up a ladder and it's like under a sewer lid, the visual look is a repeat of the A scenario. I did not like that about the remake of 2. Because what original 2 did is that they had the B scenario going a completely different route from the A scenario. So it's essentially, the B scenario is the other point of view when compared to the A scenario. And there's no repeating beats, which is what I loved about the original 2. Something that I wasn't really too big on with the original. I mean, I still played the original fine. I just didn't like how repeat-ish the game, or the original game, felt. And 2 Remake kind of did the same thing as that. Not to mention the remake of the first game kind of did the same thing too. So it's the one thing I never liked about some of the Resident Evil games that had more than one scenario. And okay, this is where I'm gonna tie into Resident Evil 6 here. I actually love how each scenario, I like how each scenario, granted some areas will repeat, but I like how it's all connected. That's my point here. Like, there are going to be scenes that you're going to see again, but through different scenarios. But that's because all 4 scenarios are connected. It's just you're getting different points of view of those same events. I like how Resident Evil 6 does that compared to some of the other games that do this. More specifically, I like how 6 does this more than Remake 1 and Remake 2. So, yeah. But Resident Evil 2 Remake, my favorite Resident Evil game. But if I were to revisit these games, I got a feeling Remake of the first game might climb up to the top. Just because I kind of like spooky fucking games and atmosphere and all that. But there are elements of 2 I fucking love than the first one. So I guess it just really matters on what I prefer, I guess. But yeah, Remake 2. It's my favorite Resident Evil game. And, yeah, the lickers are terrifying. Although I missed that first cutscene. Mr. X is fucking terrifying in the remake. And the like the stomping he does. Holy fucking shit, that was making me tense. What else was in the remake of 2? What was it? Sherry running away from that man, that was some fucking scary shit too. And that was some legit. That was actually a nice addition too. I was like, damn. So yeah, that was actually a nice addition, and yeah, it kind of added to it. Fuck, I forgot what that character's name is. He was an asshole in the remake. Yeah, man, Remake 2 was just, I fucking loved that one. When I fired that up on my PC, and that game was running smooth, I'm like, oh, this PC is gonna take me to new experiences that I've been waiting to fucking play. And the other game I'm very much looking forward to play is motherfucking Doom 2016. I cannot wait to start playing that one. But the reason I'm not doing that right now is because I want to kind of climb up on the classic Doom series first. Doom 64, Doom 3. Doom 64, granted, revisit, but fuck it. I want to play Doom. Yeah, I want to play those two before I touch Doom 2016. kind of my, I kind of want to. I just want to get through those ones. It's kind of my plan. And yeah, spooky season's almost upon us. Can't wait to see how that's gonna turn out. So. So yeah. Well, anyway, it's getting late. I was gonna do what is it? I was gonna do Kingdom Hearts Rechained Memories, but honestly, I'm kind of getting a little tired right now, so yeah, I'm gonna head off. Probably need to get some sleep because I do have to go to work on Friday up until Sunday, and boy, Sunday I gotta be at work like at 8 in the morning or some shit like that. But hey, this will be the last morning shift I'll do for the season, most likely, because they have 3 games left and they're 2 games behind or whatnot, so they cannot lose a single game at this point, and if they do, they're fucking out. I doubt they're gonna make the playoffs, if I'm gonna be honest. I think they're out. I think it's only a matter of time until they're out of the playoffs. Hey, I hate to be a bit of a downer on that, but what can I say? Okay, I know I've been rambling for like almost an hour.